I'm in Mauro Stemberger's garden, and what a garden it is.
Italian made elm.
Did you make that one?
No, this one no, actually. I mean, I made the last few styling. This was done by a guy in south of Italy that grows them in the field for many years. Build a nice structure, but a little bit flat. So as soon as I got it, I tried to create this kind of a natural loop of the foliage that a deciduous should have. Yeah, I got just the trunk and the rock like 5 or 6 years ago, and all the branches were built here.
If you are ever in the region and able to come to his garden, reach out. He's up in the Dolomites. His museum is amazing, well worth visiting, and I can highly recommend contacting him, making an appointment, and checking out his wonderful collection here. Mauro, how do you get these big trees off the mountain? Because I think you collected them all.
On my shoulder.
Do you bring 10 people with you?
No, I go with my friend Marco most of the time, and in 2 people we can get, but the biggest one I have to carry myself normally.
But I think this one here, the big one here, what did you tell me?
This one I collect with my wife, actually. This was close to a parking lot of the hotel we was used to stop. And one day I asked the guy, can I get that tree? Is all very ugly. And yeah, take it. So Mariangela helped me.
Now I saw you style quite a big pine in the trophy.
Yeah, I can show them.
Is the tree still here?
Oh, absolutely. There are 2 trees, the Mugo and the Scots are part of my collection, and I can even, actually, one we have here in front, the trophy, that was trophy 2020. Yeah. That was the Scotsman I styled in 2020, now is in a good bonsai pot and is maturing very well. Over there you can see the juniper. You remember the one, the procumbens that I grafted. Actually, we repotted in a bigger container yesterday. I want to, create a little bit more green. I was in a smaller container so the other day. And then behind us, there is the Mugo and the Scots that I will rework during winter. And probably the Mugo will go also in a final pot next year because the Mugo really both grew very well, but the Mugo really surprised me in terms of how much foliage it put out after the styling.
And this is the Mugo that you also styled during the trophy, right?
Yeah, exactly.
All happy?
Yeah, very good. I will put in the final pot next year, and probably this one is not far. In 3 or 4 years, it can go to a show.
Now I need to figure out which side was the front of this tree.
This one, here.
The other side, right? So this is the tree that was styled at the trophy. So just that I know what I'm filming. And one day I'll make it to Andres Bicocca and see his garden, because look at this Deadwood. That has aged very nicely. And the whole tree just happy as can be.
Oh yeah.
Gorgeous. You think you're going to be invited again for the trophy?
Maybe, who knows? Ooh.
And that would by Bicocca or by nature?
We just sandblasted. That was all natural, but we just sandblasted to clean.
Let's see whether we can get this crown.
This is a Scots from north of Spain.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, fantastic.
Also the twisted Deadwood is just insane.
It's very rare for a Scots.
To have
the quality, you see also the quality of the needle, very tight and short. And I will never sell it. And it's not a question of money,
No, it is more the question if I'm looking for material. Like collecting this sort of material where I live is just out of the question. So if I want something like that, I need to buy it.
Yeah.
I probably would never have them.
Well, why never? Never say never.
Space. And the willingness to invest the amount of money that you need to invest to get trees like this if you can't collect them. Okay, so we should be using more zeolite.
More. It has to be used as a kadama in small quantities because also has a lot of water retention. A lot to help keeping the pH of the soil, and also is a natural antifungine for the roots. It has a good effect for the overall health of the root balls.
Let's not get into substrate discussions.
Over watering
Yeah?
before, and now how the needles are short and strong, and how dry is the tree.
So in your garden it's mostly just the watering that makes a difference?
See. The way you water for pines is what really make the foliage nice and tight.
Open has a perfect structure.
Yeah, we just refine it during the intensive class with two of my students from Brazil.
You fly to Brazil a lot as well, right?
I do a show in the end of May in Brazil, and then I have a month between middle July and middle August.
Always fun seeing the master at work.
Sometimes, some wire bites in, you see here, and the branch get a weird color because it's not able to send back.
Disturb them too much. I don't even see where I am at. There we are. Yep. Happy nature.
These Scots I collect in Norway 4 years ago.
Yeah, now I've had a quick look around and I'm going to take the camera around the garden in a minute. And I see a few species a lot and a few species hardly. You don't like deciduous broadleaf?
I like them and I have many, but I was always focused on conifer. Pines especially Mugo and Scots are the trees that I feel the biggest attraction. There are, and I do, deciduous, I like them. I like to see the change of seasons through the, but also my garden is very specific in terms of position in this central part where is light basically all day. I have conifer, then I have taxus and some deciduous in another part, and the rest of the material in different location, also according to how long they are collected. So that's basically my strategy. So people say I don't have deciduous. Look, I have one of the biggest deciduous in Europe, big Zelkova.
Zelkova.
Big
Serrata.
Exactly.
Not to be confused with Chinese Elm Zelkovas. You're not worried about fungal infections when you water late in the day?
No. Here is, we have a good air circulation, so there is no problem. Here there are more.
So and there we go. No, it's not only pines and junipers.
There's also elm, carpinus, celtis, oaks.
Look at that ramification. And this is just training material.
Yeah.
This is not
Japanese,
finished yet.
Italian made elm.
Did you make that one?
No, this one no, actually. I mean, I made the last few styling. This was done by a guy in south of Italy that grows them in the field for many years. Build a nice structure, but a little bit flat. So as soon as I got it, I tried to create this kind of a natural loop of the foliage that a deciduous should have. There is still work to do, but these elms grows very, very fast. This is robur, typical from the central mountains in Italy.
It is robur.
This is robur.
So it's much more compact than we get foliage-wise.
The leaves get very nice and compact.
Nice with the sun intensity here, probably. And look at that bark. This is almost Nick Lency Deadwood there.
See,
There's almost a
exactly.
ghost face in there.
This was a knob that the tree had naturally, so we didn't like it, and so we open kind of a shiny look, and then we create some holes, giving like this old image of the deadwood of a deciduous tree.
Simple trees to wire, but they're quite.
See, but the deciduous tree.
They're quite easy to wire,
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
And the structure was already there, or.
See, most of the structure was done.
And this tree, of course, we've seen on the social media. By the way, this is a lot bigger than you might think it is. Let's see whether I can flip the camera around and put myself next to this tree. I can't touch the trees here. I have to be very careful. I just touched the tree and I ruined Mauro's work.
No problem.
He's going to kick me out now.
It's just.
I need to step forward again. Even these simple tridents, right? Mm-hmm. 25 years old at least.
Probably. Yeah, I got just the trunk and the rock like 5 or 6 years ago, and all the branches were built here.